I hope I haven't kept you waiting. Yes, this is the crime club. I'm the librarian. The Topaz Flower. Yes, we have that crime club story for you. Come right over. Ah, you're here. Good. Take the easy chair by the window. Comfortable? The book is on this shelf. Here it is, The Topaz Flower by Charlotte M. Russell, the exciting story of a flower that was plucked by the hand of death. Let's look at it under the reading lamp. It was a little after 7 o'clock in the evening. A family and friends were scattered through the rather austere house, and Mr. Sloane was even more than usually indifferent to their comfort and his responsibility as host. Wally Kent was the only person there who did not fear the old man. He even admitted to himself that he liked him in a strange sort of way. And that was good, especially as the Sloanes were inclined to be clannish, and if Wally intended to propose to Natalie, if he could find her. After having looked everywhere else for her, he finally decided to try Mr. Sloane's room. Perhaps she had been closeted with her uncle. Standing at the door, he hesitated. Then, squaring his shoulders, he knocked.
Mr. Sloane? Mr. Sloane, is Natalie there? Mr. Sloane! Hey! Mr. Sloane! It's locked. Natalie? Mr. Sloane? Mr. Sloane? Oh, Natalie, darling. I've been looking all over the house for you. The party... Well, honey, what's the matter?
Let me go, Wally.
Oh, but listen.
Let me go, I tell you.
What's the... All right, well... Mr. Sloane? Oh, my good gosh. Natalie, what were you doing?
Did you call, Mr. Sloane? Oh, Mr. Kent. Oh.
Take it easy, Bauer.
Oh, but he's murdered. Mr. Sloane has been murdered.
Just get to the phone, Bauer, right away. Call Captain Tom Bain of the Homicide Bureau. Tell him what's happened. He'll be here right away.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Bauer, just see that nobody leaves until he gets here, will ya?
Well, sir. I don't know, but I'll try, sir. Oh, poor Mr. Sloane.
And if you see Miss Natalie, tell her to come up here, please. It's very important.
Captain Bain is here, Mr. Kent.
Oh, thanks, Bauer. Bring him right in.
Yes, sir. Come in, please, Captain.
Thank you.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Wally. Here you got a murder here.
Got a dead man anyway.
Let's have a look.
Right in here.
Yeah, he's dead all right. Harry Sloane, huh?
Yeah,
Nobody saw it done, I suppose.
far as I know.
Now, let's see. 2 glasses, drinking with somebody.
Looks like it.
One to who?
Search me?
Anybody in here besides you?
No. Oh, yes, there was. Young Raymond Sloane, his nephew. He came roaring in when he got the news that the old gentleman was dead. I kept the others out.
No, maybe we can get some prints off those glasses.
Yeah. Oh, say though, Raymond Sloane picked up one of the glasses. This one.
Picked it up? What for?
Well, he was kind of upset and he wanted a drink. So he just grabbed the glass, poured a shot into it, and...
Yes, and smeared prints all over the place, darn the luck. I always get the tough jobs. Why couldn't he have picked up the old gentleman's glass?
Well, how would he have known which was which?
Yeah, you got something there. Well, thanks anyway. Let's go see these folks, shall we?
Sure. Downstairs and to your right. I'll show you.
Ah, the old man, he had a lot of dough, didn't he?
He was pretty well off.
Ah, this the room?
That's right.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you please, I'm Captain Tom Bain of the Homicide Bureau. I know Wally can't hear, but you others, will you please tell me who you are? You first, sir.
I'm Bauer, the butler, sir.
You?
I'm Maria Sloane, Mr. Sloane's sister-in-law.
I'm his son, Raymond Sloane.
Miranda Bell, Mr. Sloane's secretary.
And this gentleman here in the corner?
Joe Bannister. I'm an old friend of Harry Sloane's.
Ah, shouldn't there be someone else?
Well, Natalie.
My daughter.
Where's she?
Well, I think she...
Sorry I'm late. I'm Natalie Sloane.
All right, now sit down, please. Everybody, let's just check those names again so I know whom I'm talking. Bauer, the butler.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Maria Sloane.
Yes.
And Miss Clarinda Bell.
I'm right here.
I see, and you're Joe Bannister.
I am.
Miss Natalie Sloane.
Yes.
Have I forgotten anybody? Oh, yes. Raymond Sloane.
Present.
And me.
Wally Kent. Okay, here we go. We know that Mr. Sloane was shot about 7:15 by someone with a revolver with a silencer. He'd been drinking in his locked room with someone who apparently killed him and took the Topaz Flower. Where is the Topaz Flower?
It's not. I wouldn't even. Come on.
It's a jewel, a cluster of jewels, a family heirloom.
Easily recognizable, Miss Natalie?
Oh, yes.
The Topaz Flower is also a gold mine in Canada that Harry Sloane and I discovered.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Bannister.
You're welcome.
Now, let's just check what each of you were doing when, Wally Kent.
I discovered the body, Captain. I was looking for Natalie and...
Where were you, Miss Natalie?
I was, dressing.
But...
What?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Okay, you young man, Raymond Sloane.
I was having a drink in the living room down here.
He's always having a drink, aren't you, Ray?
What were you doing, Mr. Bannister?
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember. I see.
I was downstairs here all the time.
You're the secretary, Clarinda Bell.
Yes, and may I go home?
You may not. You, Mrs. Sloane?
Me? I was dressing. You can ask my maid.
No, I will. And the butler?
I was in the front hall all evening, sir.
Wally, you're supposed to be an amateur detective. What's your theory? Since you found the body, was there anybody else in the room?
Not when I found the body, Captain, no.
Well, how'd you get in there if the door was locked?
What?
I said, how did you get in there if the door was locked?
Oh, that.
Yeah, that.
Well, I never thought of that, Tom. Well, 1 minute the door was locked and then it was unlocked. That's right. I never thought of that.
There must have been somebody in there.
There sure must have been.
And you didn't see anybody when you went in.
No, I didn't see anybody.
Well, perhaps whoever it was got out through the French doors that open on the terrace.
Oh, they were locked, Mrs. Sloane.
Were there any fingerprints on the glasses that they were drinking out of?
Thanks to young Mr. Sloane here, no, he smeared his own prints all over them.
Well, I was trying to help.
Oh, yeah, great help. Well, whoever killed Mr. Sloane took the Topaz Flower, I suppose.
That couldn't have been the motive for the murder. It was only worth about $5,000.
Oh, only 5,000. Mrs. Sloane, you'd be surprised what people will do for 5,000. Wait a minute. Young Mr. Sloane, how are you treated in your father's will?
What? What do you mean? Do you mean?
Easy, lad. Do you come into a lot of money?
If he does, Captain, so does practically everybody in the room here. Maria here is his sister-in-law. Natalie is his favorite niece. Bauer's been an employee of Sloane's for
28 years, sir.
And I know I'm provided for in his will. Everybody here except Wally Kent stands to benefit by the will.
How about you, Wally? And Miss Natalie, I take it.
Tom, could it be that the murderer took the Topaz Flower to direct suspicions along another line?
It certainly could be, Mr. Kent.
Miss Clarinda Bell. Incidentally, you didn't say anything when Bannister was talking about people who might profit by,
No. I stood to lose a great deal by Mr. Sloane's death.
Oh, you mean he wasn't gonna do right by his secretary?
By his first will, yes.
Wait, what are you talking about? Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
really?
First will.
Oh,
Why?
What?
What do you mean? There was only one.
Now hold it. What do you mean by that, Miss Bell?
Mr. Sloane dictated a new will to me only a week ago.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
You didn't ask me, Captain.
I don't believe it.
I don't either.
Miss Natalie, what do you think?
well, I don't know what.
Now, wait a minute. Let's find out about this new will.
Yes, by all means. What did you mean about losing by the terms of the new will? Would you explain that, please?
I will. Mr. Sloane and I were to be married.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Goodness.
Come on.
That's ridiculous.
And the new will named Clarinda Bell Sloane, his wife, as a principal beneficiary. However, since I'm still Clarinda Bell, probably always will be, you see,
Where is this will, Miss Bell?
in the safe, Mr. Sloane's office. So, Captain, now that I've demonstrated that I have no possible motive, do you suppose I might go home?
Why, sure, you can go home. I'll be in touch with you.
Thank you. Good night.
Wait, Carlinda.
Good night.
Well, people, looks as if we're out of luck.
No, we're not out of luck yet, Joe. That second will can't be probated, so the first one is still good.
Oh, no, my dear. The intent of the will is the thing. We're still out of luck.
I didn't know there was another will.